Hello all, welcome to the Tumor Board Q&A session with Dr. S. Nithya, Medical Oncologist, VS Hospital.
Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Nithya, a medical oncologist practicing at VS Group of Hospitals.
Hello Dr. Nithya, what is a tumor board and how does it function at VS Hospitals?
So as you all know, cancer is treated in a different way in different places. There are three main modalities of treatment which include chemotherapy, radiation therapy and surgery, and each of it is performed by a specialist who may be also called a medical oncologist, a surgical oncologist and a radiation oncologist. There is no one way of treating cancer, and there are multiple ways and multiple modalities are also needed, and many of our patients in India come in a very advanced stage where multiple modalities like a combination of chemotherapy, surgery and radiation are needed for the complete treatment and cure of cancer. So it is important that all these specialists sit together and discuss what is best for the patient as well as the best sequence to get the treatment right. Meaning even chemotherapy, surgery and radiation may be the right modalities of therapy to start with, but which is best and what kind of evidence shows that which treatment is best is again decided when people sit together and discuss about the patient. So this meeting of different specializations of oncology is called a tumor board, and it is an integral part of every cancer center across the country and across the world. So at VS Hospitals, we function, our tumor board functions every Tuesday and Friday, and all the specialists are called together. The cases are published in the group a day prior so that people can get prepared for the questions as well as the queries, and it is shared along with all the oncologists who would be present. This is a hybrid mode, meaning people could either attend it live at our conference hall or even on a Zoom platform where it is available at every time. So this is how it functions, and it is seamlessly going on for the past so many years on Tuesdays and Fridays in the afternoons.
Thank you, Doctor. And next question is, who are the key members of a tumor board and what roles do they play in cancer treatment?
So the main members of the tumor board are the medical, surgical and radiation oncologists, which are the three primary modalities of therapy. Apart from this, we have nuclear medicine specialists, the pathologists and the radiologists who are also key members of diagnosis and treatment for patients. And diagnostics is no longer an individual entity. Now we have something called theranostics, where we combine diagnostic and therapeutic modalities within the same roof. So such specialists, subspecialists like the radiologist and the pathologist are also a part of the tumor board group, and they also attend regularly so that they can clear their query. They can clear our queries based on the diagnostic testing which they have reported. So that is very important part of the tumor board as well. Apart from this, if we need specialists like the ENT or the gynecology, for example, so we also invite them to be part of the tumor board so that their contribution to the tumor board is also valued and it's benefited from them. So anybody can participate in the tumor board as long as they can actually learn from it and contribute to their part to the patient care.
Thank you, Doctor. And next question is, how does the tumor board approach ensure personalized treatment plans for cancer patients?
So not one size fits all is very true in cancer, because all modalities of therapy can be applied to the same patient. So a tumor board ensures that the sequence of treatment for a patient is correct and is evidence-based. Evidence-based medicine is a very important part of treatment today, and we cannot just prescribe whatever is given in the textbooks. So it is very important that we learn from each other's experience, and the right sequencing of therapy is done only when all the specialists sit together and take a decision. So this is the primary approach to our patients at VS Hospitals, where the initial decision is taken as a team. So if a patient gets a surgery first, followed by chemotherapy and followed by radiation, this is actually documented both electronically and physically on a hard copy, and everything is documented for the patient and given to the patient per se. They have a specific registration number for our tumor board, and the discussion of the tumor board is given as a printed copy to them for their future reference. So any treatment based on the tumor board discussion is followed for life for the patient, so that the sequence is properly maintained. So this ensures a personalized treatment plan for each patient, because if there are 10 patients with the same cancer, not all 10 of them respond in the same way or have the same kind of results and survival. So it is important that we personalize every patient's treatment based on their clinical situation as well as their laboratory reports. So this is ensured with the help of a tumor board.
Doctor, can you explain how advanced technologies like AI and genomic profiling are integrated into the tumor board's decision-making process?
We all know that the field of molecular oncology is also expanding in the last few years, and cancer being a predominantly genetic disease. By genetic, I mean it just has genetic alterations. Not all tumors are familial, which means running in the families. So when there are so many genetic abnormalities, it is also important for us to do the genetic testing prudently, meaning not for all, but for those who are eligible for it. So this is also a part of our tumor boards. In fact, we have a specific molecular oncology tumor board running every month, where all the cases of the molecular diagnostics done in the past 1 month are discussed in that platform. We have close to about 35-40 attendees from the oncology team for that meeting, and it is a very useful place to actually learn and to learn from others' experience as well as from the testing. So not everyone is exposed to molecular diagnostics because it is not widely available and the reach is also less. So we believe that by doing these kind of boards, it is easier for us to disseminate knowledge to other people as well. Artificial intelligence has also gained a lot of importance now. We have several kind of online calculators to make sure that the patient gets the right kind of treatment. Although they are not totally evidence-based, it is more of an experience sharing thing. So we use several online calculators to find out if the patient actually needs any kind of therapy, whether they can just be followed up. So many of them are available right now. And many of these are actually integrated in our clinical practice today.
Thanks, Doctor. And the next question is, what are some of the unique benefits of having a tumor board for patients and their families?
By doing a tumor board discussion, it ensures that the patient is provided a treatment plan for at least the next 5 years. Or if we are not able to give the treatment plan for the next 5 years, at least for the next 5 to 6 months, meaning at least one modality of therapy is completed. Sometimes we call the patient back for the next tumor board discussion so that we can follow them up later with an available report. So this is what is ensured by them. And it also gives time for the family to understand that the patient's treatment is not going to stop by 3-4 months and it is going to last for the next 5 to 6 years. So we call the family also to sit and discuss with us the findings of the tumor board, the discussions of the tumor board, so that they can also be ready mentally, physically, financially, logistically. All of those are very important in cancer treatment. So this, by sitting with the patient and the family after a tumor board discussion, it really helps us to maintain continuity of follow-up for the patient.
Doctor, how does the tumor board at VS Hospitals stay updated with the latest advancements in cancer treatment?
Not only are patients discussed in our tumor board, we also have a small academic session in every tumor board for about 15 to 20 minutes, where a topic of interest or a burning topic is discussed in a tumor board, in the tumor board forum, so that people can keep updated about the recent advances. So sometimes it's a series of lecture on the same topic, or it is a very some kind of an update happening across the world, which is actually delivered to most of our colleagues here. So it also helps us to stay updated about the various recent advances happening, as well as updates from various paper presentations in conferences, so that everyone in the tumor board can keep abreast of what is happening there.
Thanks, Doctor. And the final question is, how does the tumor board address the overall well-being of patients beyond just treating the cancer?
Our tumor board also tries to integrate with allied departments like nutrition, physiotherapy, occupational therapy, and so on, so that the patients get a holistic care. It is not just giving the treatment and following them up for survival. It also helps to follow them up for quality of life indicators, like for example, if a patient develops a swelling of an arm post a surgery of the axilla, we ensure that the patient gets the right kind of treatment to prevent and to reduce the amount of swelling that is present in the arm. We refer them to the physiotherapist at the right time so that they are followed up accurately, and till a period of time where they are free from the symptom that they are suffering from. In the same way, we also have some quality of life indicators, and what to follow up at what visit is also decided in the tumor board, so that patients can actually go and visit them whenever needed. So it is an automated thing. Patient doesn't have to meet the oncologist to know where to go. So all of them is given to them prior, so that it's an automated process and they can go and approach the concerned specialist as soon as possible. So nutrition is also an important component in oncology, and this is also taken care of in the tumor board. So whatever the patient, whichever deficiency the patient has is also addressed accurately. If a patient needs any nutritional support before the treatment is started, even that decision is taken in the tumor board. So it is very important that all of these are also, these holistic measures are also implemented in the tumor board, and it is being regularly done at VS hospitals.
Thank you, Dr. Nithya, for the wonderful Q&A session.
VS Hospitals. Care, cure and compassion.